Hello everyone, so today we're just going to be looking over this ship that I made. This is a relatively recent one. I'd say it's like, I don't know, 6 months old. So when I first made this one, this is a very common trend with all the ships I've made, and I've made more ships than anything else. I always start with either the wings or the engines. The last one I did, that white and green one, I started with the wings that sort of curved back, because I believe the wings of the engines of a ship are kind of the most defining features and what set them apart. So this one's no different. I started with the engines here. So let me give you a closer look. So coming in a bit closer, you can more clearly see the details and shape of this ship. So this ship actually has quite a few very interesting and unique building techniques that I've never used before this, so it was really more experimental than some of my other ones. So starting up with the engines, this is a very interesting building technique. It's a bunch of Exoforce arms, basically robot arms, that are wrapped around this octagonal, I don't know if you could see it there, there's an octagonal sort of bar circle piece that these are all wrapped around, and I think it creates a really nice effect when looking at it from most angles. This back center section, I took a lot of inspiration from the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars, where I wanted it to look sort of old and run down, and lots of parts were exposed and cowling was coming off and all that. So I think it turned out really nice with all the random detail. Looking at it from the side, you can see more of the basic shape, how it's sort of like a bubble up front, how it flows back. And this bubble canopy, it's an older piece that I had, it can just come up like most of my other ships. And in there's sort of a screen, some levers, and a backrest. Now, by far the most interesting building technique on this spaceship is underneath, over here, is this large piece right here. So, to fit to the underside of this piece, you can see that here there are studs instead of the normal anti-studs that are on the bottom. That's because this piece right here is actually upside down from how it's normally supposed to be. So I wanted to keep the sort of dark blue coloring coming along the bottoms and sides, and this windshield piece right here, which is in an opaque dark blue, didn't come in the inverted version where the studs are on this side to sort of go up like this, to attach like that. So what I ended up doing is using the Technic pins that are on the back of it to connect into this sort of Technic subassembly right here, using an axle that would slot into a corresponding axle hole on the actual ship. So that axle just pushes in like that, and that's what holds this entire bottom piece onto the ship. Now, is it an illegal building technique? Kind of, but I think it looks really nice, so I don't really care. And then just rounding off the back here, you can see more of that random detail that I really like. And this back section, I didn't really do this on purpose. It's kind of an accident, and I just decided to roll with it. This back section containing the engines is kind of modular, where it's held on just by 2 Technic pins, and there's several here to sort of accept different modules. So its design is kind of module, kind of appropriate, because I kind of wanted this thing to be like a freighter. You'll notice it has no weapons on it. It's supposed to be kind of like a space tow truck, I guess. And so it makes sense that you would be able to swap out parts for different jobs and purposes. I've never made any other parts for it. Maybe I will in the future, but I think it looks nice with the existing engines, just like that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments, and I'll see you later.